Okay, beauties, so this is not the ideal situation. I really want to be in my beauty room, but I don't feel like being in my beauty room right now. I need a change of scenery. So we're going to do eye maxing today, which on the color wheel is more like a plummy maroon kind of color for my eyes. So let's do a long tutorial. I've already prepped my face, and so we'll be going in. Don't mind my husband in the background, he's cleaning the cat box. Okay, so I'm going in with the Best Skin Ever concealer from Sephora collection. I'm just going to go over my eyes, my tops of my eyelids, and kind of just blend it, and then we're going to set it, but we're going to set it with a eyeshadow. So it's gonna kind of look like that. I need a taller tripod. I'm short. I'm like 5'3", 5'2", and like 3/4. I round up. So yeah. But I'm gonna go in with this palette. This palette, I don't know if they sell it anymore, but this has all my good plummy shades. But I'm gonna go in with this one. It's called Sandstone. I'm just gonna tap it and just set it. I don't know why I'm using my concealer brush to set it, but I am, and I will fix that later. But I want a good transition shade, and I'm also doing a transition, so this better look fucking good. So I just take a little bit and just dab it right there. Okay, I think that is a beautiful transition shade. All right, now what I saw and what I kind of wanted to do was this one that says Virgin. We're gonna use that. This is like that nice little shimmer shade right here. It's like really shimmery, like oh, yes. But I'm going to go in first with this shade. This is Narrows, I guess. And we're going to be just doing the outside kind of like into a wing shape. So I'm just going to dab it right along the lash line. And kind of just drag it out. Don't worry, we'll clean it up and make it sharp. But that is the gist of it. And then I'm gonna do the exact same thing to this side. I always do eyes first, only because I don't want fallout. So we're gonna take it, I'm kind of gonna just flick it. Alright. And that one is a little more up than this one, so I'm just gonna. Where's my makeup wipes? And I'm out, but the good thing is I got my Q-tips. And I'm gonna do a black wing. I have an idea. I don't know how well it's gonna work, but we are going to try it out. I am not a MUA by any means, and if I was to be, it would most likely be bridal. So I'm gonna take this shade and kind of just That's too big, but it'll work. And I'm just taking my It Cosmetics brush and using the smaller tip just to do that. And then we're going to go in with this one. This is called Majesty, to just kind of deepen it just a little bit, especially just on the lash line. Alright, I'm going to take this and just kind of alright, this one is bigger than this one, I think, so I'm just going to go in. There we go. They are not the same shape. Oh my god. Okay. This one is more up. This one's more out. I want to try to fix that. Make this one a little more out because in my eye shape, alright, and now I'm going to take a fluffy brush, if I can find one, and I'm going to go in with this brown right here. This is called Vibration. I'm just going to work it into there, and I'm going to deepen the crease just a smidge. Like I said, smidge just right above my crease because I have hooded eyes. Where's a nice fluffy brush? This will kind of work. And make sure there's nothing else on it. And I'm just going to kind of deepen it out just a little bit. And I'm going to take that nice shimmer shade and stick it right there. Should I do that one? I don't know. Where's the swatch? I want to do a little more gold. Let's do more gold. I got this. This is actually a highlighter. So I'm going to take, I don't know where my brush cleaner thing is. But we're going to take some of that and just pop it on there. And then we're going to take my NYX pen and we're going to draw a wing. Let's see how well I can do this. It's been a minute. And I'm just going to do a tiny wing and one that we can clean up later. That's not going to be a tiny wing. Okay. I don't know. I'm not even going based off of a inspo picture. I'm kind of just doing my own thing. Okay, and we're going to clean it up a bit. I need another one of these. Make it straight. I think that looks nice. And then we're going to take this brush and we're going to stipple. Is that the word? Stipple? And kind of just, I'm going to take it and put it in Majesty, which is that darker purple, and kind of just smoke it out a little bit. Oh yeah, it looks pretty. I wish I had more brushes, like, and we're just gonna kind of go over the top. I'm gonna do a bronzy look instead of a contoured look. So we're gonna go in with a little bit of a warmer brown. That may have been too much. Alright, now that that's taken care of, let's do our primer. I'm gonna do this one, and then I'm gonna do the blurring one. Where's my blurring one? I need my purse. I'm also going to be doing the new Fenty foundation. It doesn't drop till September 4th, but hey, we are going to be using it. And then I'm going to be using this one. If y'all haven't seen the new Fenty foundation, it is a natural matte foundation. I'm gonna let that sit for a second. I'm gonna put this up. But this is what she looks like. This is in shade 176C. I don't know, but it says, I always shake it anyways before using it, but you always want to shake it just to make sure it, all the oils and everything mix in with it. So before we do that, while the primer sits in, we are going to do brows. Hopefully this transition will look decent. I'm really trying here. But because I dyed my hair, I have to go in with a darker brow pencil so that way it's more cohesive. And my eye is watering. No. Alright, let's do this brow. And then we'll be doing some brow gel. And then once the brow gel dries, we'll touch up the brows. Because my brows are not even. Even in their natural state, they're not even. So this one's lower. If you hear my husband in the back, he's just playing his PS5. This doll, I wish I had a brow pen. It would make things so much easier. Alright, and then I'm taking the 24-hour brow setter by Benefit. I always use my teeth to open shit. Don't ask me why. I've done it since I was little. Some people do their brows before makeup. Sometimes I do it after. To me, it doesn't fucking matter. Alright, going in with this foundation. And I'm going to go in with my IT Cosmetics. I can never tell. It's a Key 70W spatula foundation brush. So we're just going to paint it on. And it's a really good shade match. And I shade matched online. But like I said, it's not out yet. I got it sent through a review. And then we're going to go over it with a sponge. I'm holding a mirror. I don't understand why I'm not using it. Okay. And I have a new sponge to try. This is a little tip and secret for people who use sponge. I got this off of Shein. It's super cute. Love it. I'm going to douse it with setting spray to wet it. And I'm going to push it into the sponge. And then we're going to start dabbing. And see how... This is the first time I've ever used this sponge. Make sure you get the tops of your hairline. I look like a ghost, but that's okay because we're going to be adding some warmth back to the face. Let's get into here. That's the only thing I don't like about doing my brows first is if you get foundation. And I tried my best not to, but we see how well that worked out. I don't like that on my lips. I've seen people do foundation on their lips. It's just not for me. Okay. Now that that's taken care of, I'm going to go back in with my brow pencil and fix these brows. Okay, and for warmth to the face, I'm going to be going in with my Charlotte Tills. This is in 2 medium. Hopefully it's not too dark, but I don't see why it would be. I'm going to use this Verse foundation brush. It is so good for bronzer. And also make sure you get it through your hairline. I like to do my entire forehead because I have a huge ass forehead. Don't come for me. My cat is meowing. me go let him in. And I'm back. We're just dabbing. Don't forget the chins and down the neck. Now for blush, I'm going to be using a very muted blush. This is also Charlotte Tills. This is in Pillow Talk. This is like a mauve-y kind of brush. And then whatever I have left on here, I'm just going to dab on my nose. I am not going to put blush on my nose this time. Alright. And we're just going to blend, blend, blend. And I'm going to blend it underneath the eye because I like my blush being high up. It gives me an elongated face. Let me see my thing. Yes. And don't worry, we'll be putting... No. We will be putting concealer on. I just want to make it like that. Okay. For concealer, this is the best affordable concealer on the market. It's Sephora collection. I don't know why I sound like that. I'm just putting it there, there, and there. I normally don't put it here only because I have a habit of forgetting that it's there. Here's my other concealer brush because I just used my other one for Alright, so make sure you are expressionless when you do your forehead. But you see how that just kind of just brightens up everything? This is in like, I want to say the second to lightest shade. Oh, no, it's 01N. Well, I was just proved wrong. Alright. So, powders. I have a couple to try, well, not try, but a couple to do. Okay, so we are going to do pressed powder first. And I'm thinking about doing a translucent powder here and then a pink powder here and then doing a loose powder with the rest of my face. So going in with Charlotte Tills, and I do have a code and I'll put it in the video that if you want to try Charlotte, it'll get you a discount. Where's my powder puff? There she is. And it's bedazzled. Everything will be linked in my LTK. If you want to try these I got off of Amazon. They are so stinking cute. Okay, now pink powder, pink pressed powder. This is the Lancome pressed powder, and we're just going over the blush. Just to set the blush. And then we're going to do loose powder everywhere else. So, one size, translucent. And I don't know if I have a powder brush. I know I got this, but and then we're going to set the entire face. And then this will go back in here. That will go there. This will go here. I am going to use my Morphe Life Proof Continuous Setting Mist to spritz my face. We're going to let it air dry. It has a nice scent. I like this scent. Okay. So while that's drying, I'll be back. Actually, while that dries, we're going to add highlighter while it's still wet. So this is the Cookie by Benefit. Has a nice, I'm just going to add it right into the gold. Let's see, when you look up, yes. I want to add some to the brow bone. Add some to the tip of the nose. I always add it right here. I don't know why. Don't ask. I saw somebody do it once and I was just like, that's for me. Okay. Drink break. Don't worry. It's just sweet tea. Okay. Now that that is drying, we'll be going in with some bronzer. A very light-handed bronzer. I'm going to go in with the same brush that I used. And we're just going to gently, more so the forehead than anything. And the chins. Don't forget the chins. And this is NARS Laguna 02, I believe. Yes, original. The original. All right. Now we're going to go in with the Ilia. This is in shade Glimpse. We're just going to tap her in. Yes. And then what else am I missing? I need to do my bottom lash. I need to do my lips, mascara. I will do mascara after I do my bottom lashes. Okay, so let me get everything off of here because that's gross. Okay. I'm going to be taking this shade, Narrows. I don't know why I'm holding another mirror. And we are going to just be lining. I'm also going to do bottom mascara. I'm also going to add some of that purple into it. And then we are also going to be adding a black eyeliner. Just to kind of tie it in together wherever I put it. Let me check my other bag real quick. There it is. It needs to be sharpened. That's not how to sharpen it. Good thing I got a sharpener right here. This is Yuzo brand. They make some of the darkest eyeliners ever. Okay, here we go. And it goes on like gel. We're going to also tight line. I need to fix that. That is so freaking pretty. Okay, where's my eyeliner? Okay, and we're gonna let that dry a little bit, and then I'm gonna go in with my other, wherever I put it. Here it is. This is the Juvia's Place continuous setting mist, but it is like kind of like One Size Until Dawn. Whew. All right, bottom lashes, we are going to be doing a maroon mascara, and then for the top lashes we'll be doing black. Hopefully this isn't dried out. I think it's dried out. Shit. And this is ColourPop Wine O'Clock. Such a pretty color. Next, we're going in with the Charlotte Tills. Once again, I will put her code if you want to give her a try. And this is the Exaggerate. This is my favorite mascara by her. It is so good. It's really, really wet formula, which for me is easy to manipulate. And I'm debating whether to do lashes or not. And as always, I do half lashes. It's hard to talk when I'm doing mascara because it can either make or break the look. I like it. Okay, for lips, where is my lip liner? I'm thinking about doing a brown. This is Rinse Dew by One Size. And I'm gonna overline just a tad. Kind of smear it in just a little bit. And then I'm gonna take the blush that I used. But there's another, here we go. I'm gonna use the Makeup by Mario. This is in Rosewood Glow. These you wanna tap, never swipe. Okay, let me go over it one more time with the lip liner. I think that looks really good. And then we're gonna add some earrings. I am so ready for fall and matte base. Should I do this or should I do, I think I'm gonna do the gold. Let's do the gold. Oops. And these I got off Amazon for like 13 bucks or 18 bucks, something like that. It comes with like 6 pairs, 3 silver, 3 gold. All right, guys. Well, it's been fun, and I will check y'all later.